In Stairlifts, the commercial battleground is shifting from search visibility to AI recommendation position. The June 2026 public benchmark shows AI platforms concentrating buyer attention around a narrow set of brands. The leading brand earns the highest AI authority value at $63,111, followed by the second and third brands at $47,174 and $41,172. That matters because AI assistants are no longer behaving like passive directories. They are forming shortlists. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, a growth strategist and AI discovery analyst. At LLM Authority Index, we study how AI systems shape commercial discovery, especially in high-intent categories where recommendation positioning can directly influence revenue. The Stairlifts category is a useful case study because the buyer journey is high consideration, trust-heavy, and often urgent. Buyers may be older adults, caregivers, or family members trying to make a safe decision quickly. When they ask an AI assistant for the best Stairlift brands, model comparisons, or pricing guidance, the AI response can become the first serious shortlist. In this benchmark, 587 AI response observations were analyzed across ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, Google AI Mode, Google AI Overviews, and Perplexity. Across the public clusters, the modeled monthly AI opportunity value exceeds $249 million. So this is not a visibility curiosity. It is a commercial discovery channel forming in real time. The top of the category is highly concentrated. Stannah leads the benchmark with a 4.77% valid recommendation coverage rate and an average recommended rank of 1.1. In plain English, when Stannah is recommended, it is almost always presented first. On Copilot, all 16 of its recommendations landed at rank 1. Bruno follows closely with a 4.6% recommendation coverage rate and an average rank of 1.2. It performs especially well on Gemini, where it reaches an 11.5% recommendation rate and a 10.3% rank 1 rate. Harmar sits third with a 3.4% recommendation coverage rate and an average rank of 1.8. It is present and credible, but more often positioned behind the top two. The important point for operators is simple. AI discovery compresses a market. Many brands may be known. Only a few receive first-choice treatment. The most important warning sign in the benchmark is the gap between appearing and being advanced. Savaria appears in 26.8% of all observations, yet receives 0 valid recommendations across the 6 platforms tested. Mobility Plus shows a similar pattern with 23.7% visibility and no valid recommendations. That is a major business problem. A brand can show up often enough to look visible in reporting while still failing to enter the recommended shortlist when buyers ask for help deciding. One pattern we repeatedly see at LLM Authority Index is that broad AI visibility can hide weakness in decision stage moments. A mention creates awareness. A valid recommendation creates consideration. Rank 1 placement creates a much stronger path to action. For Stairlifts, that distinction is especially important because buyers are not casually browsing. They are looking for trustworthy options, safety signals, pricing guidance, and clear comparisons. The benchmark breaks the public data into 3 high-intent prompt clusters. The first is best Stairlift discovery and top recommendations. This is where the initial shortlist forms. Stannah leads this cluster with a 6.6% recommendation rate and 14 rank 1 recommendations. Bruno follows with a 4.7% rate and 7 rank 1 recommendations. The second is brand and model comparisons. This is the evaluation stage, and it carries the highest modeled opportunity value of the 3 public clusters at $991,630. Bruno leads here with 8 rank 1 recommendations. Harmar follows in recommendation rate, while Handicare earns the highest recommendation volume in the cluster but at a lower average rank. The third is pricing and cost research. These are decision stage prompts. Stannah and Harmar each reach a 4.3% recommendation rate, while Bruno earns 8 recommendations with 7 at rank 1. For leadership teams, the lesson is clear. Generic AI visibility is too blunt. High-intent Stairlifts prompts tell you where buyers are actually making decisions. The report points to a deeper reason recommendation power is concentrating. AI platforms evaluate brands through evidence retrieval. They pull from official brand content, comparison and review coverage, community discussion, and publicly verifiable sources. The brands winning recommendation position appear to have stronger citation architecture. AI systems can find them, verify them, cross-reference them, and use that evidence when building ranked answers. The weaker pattern is visibility without enough structured evidence to support recommendation confidence. More content alone does not solve that. AI systems need consistent entity signals, credible comparison coverage, review context, and source layers that agree with one another. Citation count by itself does not equal trust. The commercial asset is a public evidence layer that helps AI systems confidently rank the brand when the buyer asks for a shortlist. The Stairlifts benchmark shows a category where recommendation compression is already underway. 3 brands capture most of the visible recommendation power. Several others appear in AI responses but struggle to convert that presence into shortlist eligibility. The most exposed brands are the ones that look visible while receiving no recommendation credit. For CEOs, CMOs, and growth leaders, the strategic move is to monitor recommendation position, not just mentions. Track high-intent prompts, study platform gaps, build the citation architecture that AI systems can retrieve, trust, and repeat. In Stairlifts, the next advantage will likely come from being the brand AI systems can confidently choose. If you want to understand how AI is actually positioning your company in buyer conversations, that's exactly what we analyze at LLM Authority Index.